this video, we are going to consider how to calculate percentage composition. There are other types of percentages that you can be asked. You can be asked to calculate percentage yield. You can also be asked to calculate percentage purity of a sample. But today, we are just going to focus on percentage composition. Now, percentage composition answers the question of how much of a compound is made of a certain element. And this is based off of our understanding that the meaning of a compound is that there are atoms that are combined in a fixed ratio. For example, if we have H2SO4 and we want to figure out what percentage does each element take up or make up of this entire compound, we're going to use the following formula. For each element, we're going to figure out what its molar mass is by looking at the periodic table. But before you start, you have to figure out the molar mass of the entire compound, and then you're going to multiply this ratio by 100 to get a percentage. So, back to our example, we said that the thing about a compound is that every element is going to combine in the same fixed ratio. And so the first thing we need to do is to calculate the molar mass of H2SO4. That is the mass of 1 mole of this. So it's going to be 2 times the mass of hydrogen, the molar mass of hydrogen, which is 1, plus 32, plus 4 oxygen atoms. So that's 4 times 16. And that's going to give us a total molar mass of 98 grams for every mole. So remember, the formula is, if you want to find the percentage composition of a certain element, you're going to take the molar mass of that element and divide it by the molar mass of the compound. But be careful, there are 2 hydrogens here, so you don't need the molar mass of 1 hydrogen. You need the molar mass of 2 hydrogens, so you're going to multiply this entire fraction by 2. So that would look like this. 2 times 1 over 98. And that will give us a percentage of 2.04. And similarly, you'll do it to the rest of the elements. So this is what it will look like for sulfur. We forgot to times by 100 here. And this is what it will look like for the oxygen. So remember, you have 4 oxygen atoms or 4 components of oxygen in this entire compound. That's why you have to multiply this fraction by 4 and then you can get the percentage. And so this is how you're going to calculate the percentage composition of any compound. And obviously all of this will add up to 100%. And just to summarize, in order to calculate the percentage composition of something, you first need to calculate the molar mass of the compound, and you use the ratio that the compound is combined in, and you also use your periodic table. And after that, to calculate the percentage of each element, you're going to take the molar mass of each element and divide it by the molar mass of the entire compound, and you're going to multiply that by 100. Remember, if you have an element that exists as more than 1 in the compound, you have to multiply this entire fraction by the amount of atoms of that element that you have.